International Reading Literacy or PIRLS study, which tested reading comprehension for learners in their 4th year of primary schooling. The study found that 78% of South African pupils at this level could not read for meaning. Just over 3 million South Africans remain illiterate in the country, according to Statistics South Africa. Nalibali is a national reading for enjoyment campaign trying to turn things around by sparking children's potential through storytelling and reading. Literacy mentor at Nalibali Portia Daniso joins me now in studio. Thanks very much for joining us and welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
So, I mean, I'm going to go back to when I was a kid, and it was a big thing to be able to read, and we had books, we had access. It was a different time, different kind of world. What's different now that we just don't have this culture? Is this something we've inherited because of our history, or is it we've got screens now, and we've got so many things that distract us? What's happening?
You're certainly correct in terms of there are so many things that are happening in terms of now we have television that's in the competition. There is social media now that's also in competition, whereby now no one actually goes to the bookshop and buys a book anymore. No one actually goes visit a library anymore. And we have lost our grannies who also used to tell us stories. So now we've lost that mindset of how important stories are and how important books are. So that culture is gone. So which is why I like Nalibali. Nalibali is bringing that whole culture back right now in terms of let's start reading even at home. Let's start read to your kids, the children, read to any type of child. Tell them stories. They're still important, so that they were able to start writing their own stories again.
Oh, I mean, you know, I've just sort of quoted this study where we ranked last out of 50 countries. But, you know, in South Africa's defense, we paid to be part of that study. And I think only 3 African countries even bothered entering. So perhaps it's a bit alarmist. Or is it? I don't know. Is it a crisis?
It is a huge crisis because, as you're saying, if your child, by the time they're in grade 4 and they can't read, so that means what has happened from when they started grade R till grade 4. So what are the teachers doing? How is the curriculum actually looking like in terms of right now? So have they taken out the reading for enjoyment out of the classroom, or as at home do they have enough books to be reading? So we just have been lost in a lot of ways in South Africa right now.
And some suggest that, you know, grade 1's already too late, that a lot needed to happen beforehand, because by grade 1 they're spending the rest of the time just catching up.
Because as a child, actually a mother as well, we are told like they should start reading to the children whilst they're still from the inside, whilst they're still inside. So by the time they come out there, this thing is in them. It's in that there's a book at home, mom is going to tell me a story, I should pick up a book, whereby they should see mama reading a book or daddy reading the newspaper. That this should become just a normal norm to everyone. It's not a new thing that should be happening. So now with our society today, that is not happening anymore.
So what do we do? How do we fix it?
How do you fix it? We start reading to our kids. Start writing stories. Start telling your children stories again. Getting them to start to be part of reading clubs. Because once they're in reading clubs, they'll basically get that culture back. Take your child to a library. Buy books for your children. Even in listening to stories on radio. I grew up on those stories where by 7 o'clock I knew SABC had that story, and we'll all sit around and we'll listen to those stories. That was important. Or Ugogo would come and we'll sit around the fire and Ugogo would tell those beautiful stories. And till today I still remember those stories. But now children today don't have that what I have, in which now they've lost it. And let's hope that by them joining the reading clubs, their parents allowing them to be in those spaces, even the schools themselves starting their reading clubs, it will help them for a better future and for a better generation. And as well, it's just like they have to be told stories in their own languages. So because if a child is told a story in their own mother tongue, it's easier for them to even read even in other languages, which is the nicest thing about Nalibali that they do, is that even when we print out our stories, they come in the child's mother tongue language and into English, so it's kept within our generation until the next generation, so forth.
I mean, I don't have the science, but one thing that I have noticed is that reading actually equips you for everything else.
For everything.
And that
spelling, grammar,
the children
future.
that read a lot actually perform in other subjects much better than the kids that are not reading. So it's almost like a critical skill for everything.
Because it improves everything. As I was saying, spelling, grammar, the way you speak, the way you project yourself, you gain that confidence as an individual yourself.
What does the Department of Basic Education need to do better?
The nice thing with the Department of Education is that they have just launched last year, which I was a part of, is the Drop All and Read. So now teachers actually, that is coming back now. Teachers actually have to drop everything at least once for 13 minutes a day, and they have to read to their children.
Okay.
Reading aloud to children is very, very important, because they get to see the importance of reading without being assessed. Because now in our schools, children just read to be assessed. Oh, teacher's going to judge me because I can't say a particular word. But now if the teacher's being the role model in the classroom, it makes things a whole lot easier for the kids.
All right, Portia, we're going to have to leave it there, but thanks very much indeed, and being very excited about reading. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.